Ooh. Yeah. It's that time again. RL and Jenny on the mic, let's go. Welcome to the show where the people get heard. Everyday voices, every thought, every word.
Entertainment, politics, love and life. We break it all down every Tuesday night.
If you wrote a new book or you're building up a dream, got an organization or a message for the team,
pull up a chair, come and share what you know. We open up the floor, let the conversation grow.
It's Overflow,
The Everyday People Show.
With RL and Jenny, yeah, they always keep it real, you know. At 7 p.m. Eastern time, we go live. Tune in, tap in.
Let your story come alive, overflow.
Let your voice overflow. From the headlines to the hard lines, we talk about it all. Real folks, real stories, no topic too big or small. Overflow, the Everyday People Show. RL and Jenny, let the conversation flow. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Overflow.
Everyday you ever go.
And welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. I'm your boy R to the L, and she's your girl who?
Jenny.
From the block. What's up, Jenny from the block? What's going on out there? Everything. Like what? What's going on? Everything.
Yes. Today was real busy at work and I'm spent.
What's spent?
I'm done. They took out all I got.
What y'all had to do?
We had a book fair, had graduation pictures, I had the tutor today, so there was a lot of stuff happening. So y'all get what's left.
What's left of you? What is left of her, y'all? Listen, look what left of her, y'all. Listen, y'all, welcome to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. Please, ma'am, sir, all we ask y'all to do is just share this live. Share this live to a group, to your page, or wherever you want to share this live, man. Just please share this live. We got a lot of topic lined up today. What's some of the topic today? We're gonna talk about the team takeover. What are y'all thoughts on the team takeover? Has peer pressure gotten worse today than it was back when we was going to school? And should parents be cited for their kids breaking the curfew? Should the parents be cited for that, for the team takeover? What y'all think about that? And who are the leaders in the Black community now? Who are the leaders? Do we need leaders?
We do.
Do we need leaders? We need
course.
leaders?
Of course.
Okay, well, that's another question. And what is Black culture? What is Black culture? What is Black culture, y'all? This is what we want to know. So we got these questions lined up. What else we got? And do you think men and women? What you laughing at? Do y'all think men and women? Hold on. What's the question? Hold on. I gotta get the question. Do y'all think men and women can be friends, like hanging out and traveling together and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? The good stuff that like friends do, like your BFF do. Do y'all think a man and a woman can have that type of relationship? So we're gonna get into these topics and more, man. So let's kick it off, man. So the weather's changing. The pollen, man. That pollen going crazy out there.
I'm so grateful that I don't have allergies, but I do understand what it feels like because I used to have it really bad when I was a child and a teenager. It was horrible.
You used to have allergies?
I had it so bad I couldn't even touch the pollen. Couldn't touch it. Somehow I got over it, but I had it bad, so I understand how.
Yeah, that pollen is all over the. I watched the I watched the truck in the car when it's Saturday.
Yeah.
And I went in and came out. It was so much pollen on that car, man. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was
as if you didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was like I didn't do nothing at all. It was like I didn't do nothing at all. So I say, man, the heck with it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the first topic. First time. What we gonna do
Team
first?
Talk about
Well,
that.
let's do you think we need leaders? Something like that.
Okay, I do.
Who are the leaders in the black community, and do we need any leaders? Do you think we need leaders?
I do think we need leaders
Okay.
because that gives you a sense of direction. I mean, children when they are born, they they watch their parents, they watch family, friends, people in the neighborhood. They're mimicking. So if you have leaders to, help pave a way of how to live, um, then you can curb that sin nature we're born with.
So who do you think the leaders do we so we don't have no leaders anymore in the community? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Coming up, man, it seemed like the leaders switched over to like the rappers and the entertainers and stuff like that.
yeah.
When my mom and them were coming up, they had like people like Martin Luther King and Abernathy and Hosea Williams. But when we were coming up, we lost all those leaders, and it seemed like the rappers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Even the dope dealers, man, back in the day, man, a lot of people looked up to the dope dealers because they was having things. When I say having things, they was like seemed like they were prospering.
Right.
And a lot of people took to the looked up to the drug dealers and sports stars and rappers and stuff like that. Those to me, I think these kids growing up today, they look up to those people like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't look up to the Tyler Perry's, Oprah Winfrey's, the Obama. I mean, black people, the way they talk about Obama, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like the appeal to the younger people or generation of people is the look of prosperity. So prosperity looks like I got money, I can go wherever I want. I have fine things, whether it be clothes, cars, the houses. I can travel. Everybody see me. I look good all the time. I mean, it's an image, and they're attracted to the prosperity. So that becomes something for them to look up to.
So who should be the leaders of the day? Do it matter? Does it matter if it doesn't matter they're a rapper like an entertainer? Are you for like entertainers being like the leaders?
I think they can be depending on what type of influence they want to have on their followers. I'll go as far as to say is, we can look back at certain entertainers in the past that were that, but we don't really see as much of it anymore. Prince was one of those people. I mean, anytime he got on stage and said anything, anytime they did an interview with that man, he always had something to say that was very helpful and positive. So, but then no too many people do that.
But when I say leader, I'm talking about like somebody
like Martin Luther King.
Yeah, y'all get on my I'm leading my community.
Yeah,
this is about my community. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they're not just looking out for the black community no more.
Right.
Like it seems like every time we get an entertainer who's a leader, they get bought off.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go down the line with them. Like Snoop Dogg. Every time you think you somebody for you, they'll go for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think a lot of leaders don't understand it's not about the money. Right. When you a lead, when you saying you leading a group of people, when you saying you pro black, I'm for black people, I'm leading my people, and then you go over there and you say, okay, this is just a business, I'm taking the money over here. Right. Sometimes you have to turn the money down.
Yeah, and a lot of times money talks, and
but
people run with it, which is unfortunate because they already have a presence before a lot of people that have taken to them, whether it's because of their career, whatever, and so they already have an audience. But the sad part about it is that people, all you got to do is put a few dollars extra in their face, and a lot of times you can tell where their heart is, and so that's where they go. I wish we had some leaders that were more visible to the masses that would be those persons, but unfortunately it's all the other stuff. It's more about the image of life, of prosperity, like wealth and stuff.
So if y'all watching, if y'all watching, y'all feel free to answer these questions and interact with us. The question now is, who are the leaders in the Black community, or do we need any? Do we need any leaders? And if so, who are the leaders in today's community for the people? You know what I'm saying? So in another favor, y'all please share this live. Please share this live. And if you want to come on and have a conversation with us on screen, feel free to come up. We have the website scrolling at the bottom. We have the link scrolling at the bottom. So just type it word letter for letter. You want to come on up and chop it up with your boy and your girl, man. On some of these questions. Who's saying something? Yvonne, what's up? What's up, cuz? What's going on with you? How you doing? Everything's everything. Yeah. So who are the leaders in the Black community today? Do we need any?
We do. And when I look back,
so who would you say could be a good leader in the Black community besides me?
gosh, even though Michelle and Barack are not in the whole presidency thing anymore, I think that would be great leaders to speak to our community. Just because we already know who they are now, they've had their time. I just feel that they could go into that, but I don't know how much they do. Honestly, I don't know how much they do right now to outside of like particular things.
Yeah, you got to factor in when you say you're a leader, man. A target comes on your back.
Of course.
I mean, because don't nobody want you leading your people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're trying to lead your people to promise. Should I say the promised land? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, and I think Black people are still shell shocked from Martin Luther King death. I mean, every time we had a leader, they did something to him. From the Martin Luther King to Medgar Evers, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, the Black Panther Party. Every time we try to get somebody to lead the Black people, they was either bought out or they was taken out. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe that is why we don't have any today, because of that factor right there. It's sad, but that's the conditions that we as people of color have to deal with and walk through when we're trying to better ourselves. It's a sad thing. Sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, who you say somebody like Obama, but a lot of people don't like Obama.
It's okay. A lot of people do. So,
you're right about
that. You can push those out the way and still have the masses that say, "Oh, I like him. I like his wife. I like what they say." It's just difficult. I mean, even some pastors could be considered leaders, but we feel like they're.
Of course, we see. Of course, everybody. I mean, the way people think about the church now and pastors now, it's not how they saw it back in the 60s when Martin Luther King. Because Martin Luther King, they was out in these streets, man. Abernathy and Martin Luther King and Reverend Williams, they were in these streets. Yeah. They weren't just preaching from the pulpit.
Right.
And a lot of preachers, they're not going to get out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I see. You know what I'm saying? Like Geno Jennings. I mean, all of them. I don't want to start calling them names, but y'all talk a lot in the pulpit. Get in these streets. Get out here and practice what you preach, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, we could definitely in this day and time use a leader like a Martin Luther King, but I don't know if we'll ever really have that again. I'm not being pessimistic, but I don't know if we'll ever have that again. I don't know.
I don't think we'll have a leader of the Martin Luther King statue.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think if Black folk don't ever do it, if we ever gonna come together, it's gonna be groups. It's gonna have to be groups coming together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even like a lot of pastors, like all the pastors of the mega churches come together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be a coming together for something. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like everybody want to be the top. Everybody want to be the main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't nobody want to sit in the back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Martin Luther King was out front, but you had all the other guys who walked with him, and like Abernathy and Jesse Jackson, and all these other guys. They didn't try to overshadow Dr. King. They took a stake. They did their part. You know what I'm saying? Dr. King was like the head, and they was arms and legs of him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't mind him being out front. Of course, being out front, the target gonna be on you.
And it takes courage. This is the thing. It takes courage to be a leader of that magnitude. And then you have to be strong enough to not, take the bait of, hey, we'll offer you this if you just shut up, or monitor what, you can say this, but you can't say that. It takes a lot of courage and strength to be a leader like that today. And I don't think we have that. I don't think we have it, not on that scale. But we have like like a smaller stage, we have people that try to, be good leaders in the community. But on that scale, it's I don't see it.
Yeah, so we might not ever get back to that level of leadership. I hope we can. I hope somebody emerge. It might be me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all follow me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. Sometimes you'll have a call on your life, or we'll have a call in our life, and sometimes it's bigger than us, so we can't see it right off the bat. But of course, it takes God to gird you. It's not something that's small, and it's not something you can do without His help and guidance, because it's not a small task. It's not.
Yeah. So again, y'all feel free to comment on some of these questions that we have. If y'all want to come up, y'all feel free to follow the link at the bottom and come up and have conversation with your boy and your girl. We'll be glad to have y'all up to know what y'all think about some of this stuff. Let's move on. You heard anything about these? Have y'all heard anything about the team takeover? The team takeover. It's been going around.
Yeah. The first time I heard about it was the Six Flags plan. Like they were talking about, when Six Flags opened, they were going to all come out, and they were trying to make sure they're prepared for it. But I think we should be concerned about that. I do.
Yeah. Let me before we get into it, I'm gonna play a video of the team takeover, y'all. I don't know if y'all been hearing about this team takeover they're doing. I don't know if they're doing it in different cities. I think they are doing it in different cities, and they have a lot of cities are putting curfews, and a lot of cities are starting to cite the parents for not being aware of where their kids are, man.
As they should.
Yeah, so check this.
Teen takeovers have been popping up in the Atlanta metro for months. Today, a social media post circulated about a teen takeover in South Fulton. To prepare, South Fulton police put extra police at the Welcome for All Park. Fox 5's Tara Jabor joins us live from the South Fulton Police Department. Tara, what are you currently seeing?
Well, Christine, there was about 10 South Fulton police officers at that park today for the teen takeover, but no teen showed up. We have seen teen takeovers in Midtown, at the Battery and the Beltline. Large groups of teens meeting up, some getting arrested and charged. On Monday, the City of Fulton County Police Department prepared for a teen takeover at Welcome All Park after a viral social media post. So they sent officers to the area.
This part is called Welcome All. We welcome all. But we do not allow the lawlessness to happen in our park. We don't want kids in the park when they're supposed to be in school.
South Fulton Police posted on Facebook about the takeover. The police department says the Police and Community Together Unit, Power Shift, Park Rangers, intelligence analysts, and tech ops were all in a part of its response to the potential takeover. Former South Fulton City Council member Helen Willis says instead of takeovers, kids should be doing recreation programs.
They don't have to take over Welcome All Park. We have a plethora programs. We have football program, we have a baseball program, we have basketball programs. All parents need to do is enroll their kids in one of the programs.
Willis is encouraging parents to take more accountability for their children, like knowing where they are and when to avoid takeovers across the Atlanta metro. But she also has a message for teens.
Kids need to understand that they just can't go into places and take over establishments. You know, they need to respect authority. They need to respect rules.
And South Fulton.
So that's the gist of it. So what are y'all thoughts on the team takeovers that's going on? Kids are just posting something. They'll post a location, and they'll all just meet there. Are y'all against this? Are y'all against it? Y'all think this is a bad thing? This is a bad idea? There's a lot can be said about it. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents when you. So y'all feel free to answer these questions too. Y'all want to come up? Follow the link at the bottom and share this live, please, ma'am, sir. Coach Ben, what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Well, I feel like the plan for them getting together matters as far as like what their intentions are. Like, what is their intention? Like, what are they trying to do? Just have fun? Are they trying to make a statement? Like, we running things? I don't know. Like, it's what's the intentions? So I don't. To me, if there's no plan to do something to like, you know, how people get together, they have a plan. Like they may do a fundraiser. They may do something that is, productive. But if they're just getting together just to hang out, that's kind of room for trouble. That's what I think.
Well, maybe they're bored. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah.
I get it.
It speaks to the lack of.
I get it.
It could speak to the lack of programming by the city.
True.
The city's not providing anything of substance that kids like to partake in. Yeah. Like when we was kids, we had the skating ring, we had the ice rink, we had the arcades to go to. You know what I'm saying? We had things to go to. And I'm not condoning. I'm not. No, they don't have arcades no more. They everybody got home games now. Well, so the arcade was a place to go.
Yeah,
it was a place to go to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Where teens hung out. Now it's like what? Where do they hang out now? Where do teens hang out now? I have no idea where teens hang out anymore. You want to read that right there?
So unfortunately, this is Lori. Is it
Lou Amy? Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately,
Lauren, yeah.
Until parents are held accountable for the actions of their minor children, they will continue to do what they want to do, and that is partially because some parents are more concerned with being their children's friend instead of their parents, and understanding that if you parent your child, you are the best type of friend they could ever have. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a good. That's good. This comment. Thank you for the comment. But there's also another side. That's a flip side to this. Like what do you do as a kid? And we got to start thinking. We got to start. We are adults, but sometimes we got to kind of like start thinking like as what would they want? What?
Yeah.
We got
to agree.
Yeah, because when we was kids, we didn't have this mindset that we got.
Right.
We wanted to do whatever we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. But I can remember growing up as a teen, we had the gymnasium to go to, and we shot basketball. When we got out of school, we went and shot basketball till it got dark. And then we went home. That's just in my community, just as in Bankhead Court. But a lot of these community centers are closed down, and these kids really they don't have no entertainment. They got the skating ring, but they get on. Who going to the skating ring every week? And I'm not defending the takeover. I'm saying, what do they have to do? What kind of programs do they have in place for these kids? Who's doing charity work? You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all get Usher to come do a charity event, a charity concert, and all paid for by the state or the city or something like that, so they can have somewhere to go this weekend? You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I think when you say they're bored, I can believe that. I think that there's so much technology, right? But you can only intake so much of that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so like quick at a touch of a button. So their minds are not really being challenged to be creative, because everything is, I want to do it this way. You just speak to the thing, and it pulls everything up for you. And there's no creativity juices flowing. So they're not going outside like we used to. I mean, even as teenagers, we went outside. I remember growing up, boys played football in the street in our neighborhood. Girls, we walked and talked. We rode our bikes. We hung out, but it wasn't like in a way that was like grouping up, trying to get into things. No, we had our.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't
Well,
gonna say
not
that.
like this.
See, we can't say
Not like this.
But see, that's this. See, we speaking from an old folks perspective, because I'm pretty sure if you went to Harper High, everybody know after the Harper High game where everybody going.
It's a few places.
Where everybody going after the game? Where we meet up at?
People used to meet up.
We
at
meet up at McDonald's. We meet up at McDonald's, but it wasn't no problem back then. We had a couple scuffles here and there, but is it this? Are we now looking at the same thing in a different way now?
Well, I think it's different because these meetups at McDonald's or wherever were tied to an event. This is just something they're just doing, like just because let's just all meet up. It's not tied to anything.
It's a crime.
Oh, I don't think it's a crime.
And that's my
I don't
thing.
think it's a crime. It's only a crime if they do crime.
I think
You know
I
what I'm saying?
think that's why they said it. I think that's why they put in a curfew. They put in a curfew because they know there's nothing they really can do about it.
Yeah.
But we can put in a curfew. Now, if y'all out later than the curfew, it become a crime. Now from that point on, it becomes on the parent. Should the parent be cited for a kid breaking a curfew? You know, because I remember when we were growing up, man, my mama knew what we was known what it was known what we was, and we didn't have no cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's you know it's crazy how when we was coming up, our parent knew what we was, and we didn't have no cell phone to be checked on like that. They could be checked on now. When no where your location, you know what I'm saying?
Because somebody that knew your parents knew where you were, or whoever you were with, they had access to talk to your parent if they need to. So it was more of a close knit community. So we didn't have the kind of I wouldn't say miscommunication, but we had communication during that time, even though we did not have cell phones. We did speak and communicate with the people that needed to be communicated with. So there was tabs on everybody. You know, you just didn't go somewhere nobody knew. Somebody knew.
Letitia say, I think all of them are trying to say something, but the thing they speak a different language. They are saying something, but they are not being heard. So whether they have to do it in a positive, negative way, it just make a statement until they are heard. And sometimes it don't always turn out positive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And whether they're trying to say, look, y'all, we need something to do.
and that's why I agree with you saying that they're probably bored. They're trying to express themselves, but they don't have the avenues that are led by adults to get them there. I mean, we're a part of their growth. We're a part of their guiding them to being, to bring out the best of who they are. But when we're distracted, when we're like, y'all gone somewhere, I mean, they're in a different time than what we grew up in. So they're gonna, it's almost like being idle. It's only so much you can do with a phone and a computer. So when you have idle time, let's go hang, let's get together, but let's all get together and see what we can get into.
Lauren says the government would rather put money into jails instead of funding the Boys and Girl Club that could give the youth a place to go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We had the Girls and Boys Club. We had community gyms and stuff like that. We know what I'm saying? We had a lot of stuff to do. We had a lot of stuff to do. They don't have that now. These kids don't have that. And we can keep dogging them out, but what is that solving? We ain't solving nothing by saying just don't hang right here. We got a curfew. You got a curfew, but you didn't solve the problem. You didn't solve the problem. And we got to understand, as we are adults now, but kids are more advanced now than we were back in our days. A 16-year-old really is, you can say a 16-year-old would have got a 20-year-old, 25-year-old mind now. because of the information that they are privy to.
Yeah, they're
Because
making a statement.
a lot of information they are privy to now
Mhm.
online.
Yeah,
We didn't learn this stuff until we got out of high school.
absolutely.
They doing some unimaginable things. They doing things. I'm talking about these kids. I'm talking about high school kids are really. I mean, I'm gonna say this: middle school kids are really. They have the high school mindset.
Oh yeah, I see it every day.
Yeah, exactly. So
Every day.
we slow. And sometimes, and I think this is what it's gonna have to take us waking up. We're gonna have to stop
Right.
criticizing
Yes.
and say, what can we do to help our children, man?
Right. And think about what they've called it. It's called Teen Takeover. It's basically like a message saying y'all ain't doing nothing, so we finna take
We're
over.
gonna take over.
We gonna
Exactly.
do something. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all not leading us and trying to lead us into some type of direction that will grow us and wake us up in a good way. I mean, you get a bunch of teenagers together. I mean, what is there to do but possibly get in trouble
Yeah.
and socialize if you don't have a plan?
Yeah, an idle
do
mind is a
something.
devil
Yeah.
workplace, like you said.
Yeah.
What's up, Trina? But how you doing? We had a little, but we had each other. Then we still love each other today. Exactly, but see, they don't. I think we don't understand that society has broken down. A lot of stuff that we enjoy as their age, that stuff is broken down. We having a societal breakdown. Right in front of our eyes. If we think about Trump the way we think about Trump in the government, what you think they feel?
Right. And so this is bringing up a question in my mind. Where did we fail them? Like, where did we fail them? Was it us? Was it like what? The generation below us?
I'm not gonna say
you know what
we
I'm saying?
failed them in the
When
sense.
I say we, I'm not talking about
No,
necessarily us.
we talking about
particularly,
us.
but
You
like
gotta
a
be talking about us
generation of
because they're part that they our kids.
right, a generation.
I mean,
of
yeah,
people.
they're our kids. I mean, and I just think we stopped paying attention.
Mhm.
And we keep thinking everything is the same.
Mm.
We keep thinking this generation should be able to do what we did.
Mhm.
Oh, we did it. We did it. We like my mom and them. They said we used to walk to work, and they told us that story. Like, no, mom, I need some butt fare. You know what I'm saying? It was different then, and every generation is different. But I think we start learning. We not learning from them. We trying to teach them stuff that outdated. You know what I mean? We try to teach them stuff that outdated, like I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's just like because they have so much information. They know a lot of stuff now because they got computers and access to everything. They know more than what we know. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's challenging because of that. They know they know too much.
Yeah.
Too early. And so it's almost like I done got all this stuff. What else is there to know? And then if they're not, monitored, when I say monitor, I mean if they don't have a parent or family members that are just kind of like keeping in touch and, checking in and saying, hey, what y'all doing this weekend? I mean, they're gonna get into things because they are bored. And I think that
y'all, thank y'all for commenting. If y'all want to come on live, y'all just follow the link at the bottom. We would love to have y'all up live if y'all want to come on live and chat it up with us. But if y'all don't, feel free to keep commenting. We'll try to read some of the comments.
And so let's see. Okay, so this is Tisha Beatty. And so that says, who's teaching them where there's the village, the parents or neighbors don't care enough a lot of these kids are raising themselves. Okay, I hope I said that right.
Yeah, they raising themselves, man. And like Trina said earlier, we had each other, and we still kick it. Like a lot of folks from where I come from, we still kick it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still hang at the park. We still go to the Hop Hour reunion. All that stuff. And once we gone, that's gone. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? Everything has turned into a individualistic type society now. Like who can be the best? That's all social media is. Who can be the best? Who can get the most likes? That's what social media is. They create an individualistic type society where it's about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about is my neighbor doing okay. You know what I'm saying? It used to be that. It used to be like growing up where I'm coming from. Like if the neighbor when eating, they come over our house and eat. A lot of times I ate over so many of my friends' houses that it was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You ate wherever you were hungry at. When you got hungry on your friend, if you playing with your friend, how you got hungry, that you ate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of that is gone because it's a competition now. It ain't no. It used to be a time where if your mama fuss at me, I was gonna get a whipping.
Of course.
Now it's like if your mama fuss at me,
they ready to fight
my mama, your mama finna get. They finna do. They finna go.
Yeah,
It's about to go down. You know what I mean?
And let me tell you this: it's so bad that don't let two kids get into it. The parents sometimes want to fight the other kid. There's no maturity. It's crazy.
So who the problem? So that's see what I'm saying. So don't say
Oh my God.
they are not the problem. I think we kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I think we can do better than what we doing.
Yeah.
I think we can do better than that's why a lot of the music I make is like inspirational music, trying to pep people up. I'm trying to inspire people because I feel a shift going on. Yeah. I don't know what I feel a shift. I feel a bad shift coming on in our community.
Yeah,
you know, because everything bad happened to us worse. You know what I'm saying? Everything good that happened to us last. And I think we dropped the ball, man, and we're not paying attention because they got us in a rat race trying to check. We chasing. I don't know what the hell we chasing, but we ain't got it yet. We ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the country anyway is under a bad vibe, right? The leadership is what it is, and it's trickling down to a community of us that's already kind of broken. A lot of us are trying to make a difference and to help our youth, but then you still have the majority of what they still see in the world, and it's just a vibration that's this on this country. And so if we're not doing what we can, then it's not going to get any better. So I agree with you. I think we have a challenge with I guess rescuing them. I don't know if that's too extreme, but it's going to get to a point where with everything being so cerebral, everything is like, oh, you're learning this, you're learning that, you know too much, you know way more than you need to know. They're going to have to get tapped into their spirit because your mind can just take on so much information. You can, get to the point where, okay, what's next? What else is there for me to learn? Kind of like a person who got so much money. You know how they have so much money, they start doing crazy stuff. Yeah. Them rich people, like super rich, they start doing some weird stuff. And it's like, because they're bored. What more can they buy? How many more cars can they buy? How many places can they visit in the finest restaurants and hotels? All those things. It's like they get to a point where that's not enough. So let's go play some stupid games, Hunger Games, all that kind of crazy stuff. Yeah. But you have children who are on a different level dealing with all this access to all these things. Even I get overwhelmed, and I'm an adult. I get overwhelmed. I'm like, I can pick up my phone, and if I can ask the craziest question, and I'm gonna get an answer in my phone from AI. So, seriously, like there's nothing you can't ask it. And so when you have that as a youth, where do you go from there?
We used to have to go to the library and go get those big encyclopedias and stuff like that. And then they got it right here in their hand, like. And you know what? These kids they're really not learning.
No,
they're just copying.
And
they're copying and pasting. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And think about it. We have the potential.
They're gonna go crazy. They finna go crazy when they say they can't have no phones in that classroom. Man, these kids about to go crazy. You think they crazy? They finna go crazy when they say you can't have them phones. Some district doing it already, but I don't think they're doing it with high school kids yet. But man, I don't think they're gonna catch hell trying to get these phones away because they're gonna spend most of the day trying to see who got a phone.
I don't know. I just know it's not it's just too much too soon. So they're like, what's next? What do I do? So who they are as a person it's got to be tapped into because they have too much access to all the things that your mind can think of. That's what I think. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing that right. It said Lon. Okay, so Lon Amy says it's not just one thing. Sadly, some parents now don't rely on the village. They try to fight you when you try to correct their children. So true. As some people don't know how to help even when they want to. Absolutely. Yeah. I see it all the time.
And Letitia Beatty
I see
say
it all the
maybe
time.
everyone that's pushing positivity should come together and do a takeover. Enough of that in the scene because they're behind the scene. And you know, and that's why I'm critical of the churches. Because I think that for a long time the churches have always been the leadership in the community. And for the life of me, I don't see why pastors don't come together instead of just hating on each other.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? I see more pastors hating on each other than I do two coming together. What would it take for the pastor to say, "Look, congregation, all us gonna meet up over here in this community. We gonna fellowship with this community this week. We gonna feed them. We gonna have clothes over there, and you gotta show the people that you care." You know what I'm saying? You can tell people how good God is all you want to. You can tell people how good God is all you want to. You got to show people how good God is. Because everybody don't feel that. Everybody don't feel how good God is. And that's what I'm saying to the Christian community, to the believers. We gotta get, man, look, we gotta, I think the onus is on us. That's why I tell you, a lot of people think they're going to heaven, ain't going to heaven, because there's a lot of work to be done down here ain't being done. You know what I'm saying? And God don't say, look, I gave y'all this, I gave y'all that, but y'all didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? You got a big old mega church, but the community around you is failing. That don't even look right.
Yeah.
How your church is making millions of dollars, but the community around you is broken?
Right. Yeah, it's what you would call the sin of omission.
And I know a lot of people gonna say, you do something, you do something, you do something. I don't have a whole congregation follow me. If y'all follow me, I do it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all supported me and get behind me, we gonna get in the hood. We gonna take some grills out here. We gonna start ministering to people in need. We gonna figure out what community are the worst community, and those are the communities we going into. We going in with force, and we gonna have a whole lot of people. We gonna feed the people. We ain't downing nobody. We gonna tell them how good everything, how good the goodness of God. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We ain't gonna tell them how bad they are. We gonna tell them how good God is. And I think that's the problem now. We keep trying to preach to people instead of teaching the people. In fellowship with people, you got to fellowship with people. There's a reason why Christ fellowship with everybody, why he was fellowshipping. Right. Because he know, man, you feed people, you can sit there and listen.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean. And what you have to do is just always remember, like where we were when we were young, but also help lead them and guide them. Because I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were saying, like, when you talk about experience in life, like sometimes people say experience is the best teacher. Sometimes it's not so much as the best teacher, it's the hardest teacher. Because it's easier when somebody can tell you something to lead you on a path that doesn't cost you years, that doesn't cost you your time, that doesn't cost you maybe losing things. If they can be guided with wisdom and they can see, well, you're not just talking it, but you're walking it too, then they have something to follow. Because we could tell them all day long, this is how you should be, but we have to show them, and we have to genuinely show them so that they have a sense of a moral compass, like how to move. Because we can always say, just going out there, they're going to learn the hard way. Well, why? I mean, wisdom is you can learn and save yourself time, money, a lot of heartache if you just follow instructions and listen and go this way instead of trying to go that way because you didn't want to learn from somebody who can help you. I think we just have to find a way to be the example, not just talk it, but be it, because they need that. Like, they need it.
Yeah, and I know everybody feel the same way. It seems like everybody feel the same way, but it's saying like we kind of like, that's why, and they get back to like a leadership. Like, do we need a leader? Like, do we need a leader in the community? Do we need a leader in the community? Because it seems like we all feel the same way, but we are either we're afraid to move in one accord, or we just don't know how to do it. Like,
this is
we feel like one little me can't do nothing.
Let me say this. This is an idea. So whatever everybody individually does, it matters. If you're in something that matters to you with the type of work you do. If you're a leader where you are, then that is one piece. Then you get together with other people and everybody brings a piece of their leadership skills to say, this is how you do it. You know, whether you do this kind of work or whether you do that kind of work, because everybody is doing whatever they're doing in their personal lives. But if you're setting the example in the space that God has given you and you bring that to the table when everybody comes together, then they see all these different things. They see like, oh, I could be this, I could be that, or this is the right way to go. Everybody don't have to follow all this negative stuff that we see. I mean, it's nice to have money. I get it. It's nice to have the ability to go wherever you want, whenever, have all these nice things. But when you leave this world, you can't take it with you. They need to know that they have too much up here, but not enough here, and they need to know the other side of things that they've been shown, so that they can get in a place where they can really tap into who they are. And when they see people like us tap into what we are and what we do, because I know what I do, I feel that with the space of world that God has given me, I do my best to be a leader wherever I'm at, whether it's highly acknowledged or not. You do the same thing, and everybody bring their skills, and just we come together and say, hey, the spirit wise, this is the way you need to walk. And then, well, what do you do? Oh, I do this, I do that. I mean, it's a way to do it.
It ain't necessary you trying to sell them something spiritually.
Well,
you trying
we
to,
are spirits.
Because I feel like this. I feel like this. I feel like this. If I feel like this, the spirit of God should be felt.
Absolutely.
You should be able to feel something.
Absolutely.
They should. Once you feel love, you're gonna want to know where they're coming from.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
why
That's
you-
what
how
I'm
you-
saying.
wh-
That's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's the
Love should be felt, not taught. You can't teach love.
right. But I'm
You know what I'm
saying,
saying?
but what I'm saying, like if a teenager comes to you and asks you questions, because I promise you, I have middle school students come to me and ask me questions a lot, and I have to have something to say. So at some point, you are going to say some things as you're loving them. They still need guidance. They still need to be told
Yes.
things so they'll know what to do. So it's a mixture. It's not about, oh, you need to find God and stuff like that. I think that part comes organically, just in the plan for God, for their life that's in God's hands. Because that's how it happened to me. Nobody's got in my face and was like, you need to do this and that. Of course, I went to church, but it was the love that I felt from people that helped me see that was God. So as we love them, we still teach too, meaning they ask questions. We got to have some answers that are helpful to them in healing, because we don't know what some of these kids have been through. I mean, they've been through things, and we need to be able to talk to them, because a lot of times they want to be heard. And the only way you
Yeah.
can hear
And
is
that's-
if you talk to them.
and
You
that's
got to be
what-
able to talk to them.
And that's what these takeovers are. These
Yeah.
kids, they crying out. Look, y'all, we over here. We ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's and the first thing we do. Where they parents at? No, what can we do to help? Ain't nobody got no. What's the solutions? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's this? Why we? I mean, if we paying taxes, we should be able to say where some of our money need to go. And we got to stop asking where our money going and start demanding that it go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Open these centers back up. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all shutting down all these centers? You know what I'm saying? The teacher said goulash was a good meal when food was low. Maybe we need to make a pot of goulash and a little bit. Make some goulash and feed everybody goulash.
Like a big pot of soup. And let's see. Parlos Barnes said, if kids don't have an organized place to go, they will create their own. Reopen the rec centers and Boys and Girls Club. Parks and recreation spaces gave a lot of us a safe place to go. My thoughts exactly.
Yeah,
They
and
need a
that's
safe
what I
place.
just said, right?
They
As he
need it.
posted that, you know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
but a lot of, I think the budget cuts. It seems like every time they cut a budget, it's always to something that the kids need. They don't never cut budgets for people with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They cutting budgets for places that teens hang out and stuff like that they need to go. And I think, to me, in a sense, I think it's all designed. It's all designed for our kids to fail, and we're the only one that can save them. Everything that we keep calling on the government to do something, you know what I'm saying? Just do it, and they'll never do it.
Well, yeah, and you're right. You're right.
And these are our kids. They don't care nothing about our kids.
So let me ask you this.
And we got to understand that we got to start. We got to wake up. That's why I say we failing them in a sense, because we keep asking other people to find solutions for our kids.
Got a question.
And they will never do it.
Okay, you're right. Got a question for you. So if the kids are this way, what about the parents of these children? 'Cause I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about, when I say us, meaning a certain generation. What about the parents? Because these children are born to parents who are kind of in that way where they need help. They need to be ministered
to. That's another thing.
Because
you know what
I'm telling you, I see parents that cuss people out and their child can't do no wrong. And it's like, I see why your child doesn't take accountability, doesn't want to be responsible, because you are coddling them and everything they do, no matter what it is, your team, your child, because that's your child. You'll fight the whole world. You'll fight another kid that's 5 years old just because that child looked at your child funny. I mean, so the parents, it's a generation of parents that need help. It's not just the kids, it's the parents.
Yeah, and I think all that started when people start saying, I ain't gonna raise my child like my mama raised me. That started right there. Because people started trying to do stuff different. They started trying to, I'm gonna be a friend. And the problem with being your your kids' friends is, at some point you're gonna need to put your foot down, and they're gonna wonder why you putting your foot down now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And kids want authority. Kids need authority, and when kids feel like when they don't have an authority figure, they feel like don't nobody care.
Right.
My mama let me do what I want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when we're coming up, we couldn't do what we want to do. You got to that light come on to go outside and have fun. Do what you gonna do. When that light come on, you better be at home. Beast. She say, beast your butt home. You better beast your butt home. You know what I mean? So,
but you know what? It's like, I get, and I'm gonna tell you this. I get why some of these parents want to befriend their child. I get why they want to kind of like be their friend in a certain type of way, because I think we grew up, some of us, in not really liking the way that our parents were hard on us. I mean, my mama told me, and I loved my mother, and I know she loved me. She was like, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother. I didn't really I didn't get a chance to be a friend to my mother until I was grown, like a grown woman.
Exactly.
Living on my own.
because it seemed like they knew. They knew if I let him or her be my friend, it gonna come a time when I'm gonna have to be hard, and it ain't gonna go off well. Right. And soon, man, I'm saying, if I'd have read my mama, man. We had, you know what I'm saying? I feared my mom in a good way. Yeah. I didn't fear my mama like she gonna abuse me or hurt me or nothing like that. I feared her because I know if I mess up, I got to see her. You know what I'm saying? I got to see mama. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it wasn't no abusive type thing. You know what I'm saying? But like everybody. You know, then they saying like you can't whoop them children. They were wrong. They whipping them children like a slave master. Yeah, man, get on out of here. There ain't nothing like no slave master. Getting a whipping from mama was nothing like getting a whipping from slave master. It was not the same. Lord have mercy. It was tough, but it wasn't the slave. You ain't gonna be able to have a slave master whipping you and changing your name from Kunta to Toby.
Oh my gosh. Amy said all that gentle parenting. Lord have mercy.
It's just gentle parenting.
Lord have mercy. And it's over. It's too much. That's what it is. And I can say from experience, when I had any problems or issues, I can probably count the number of times I sat with my mother or my dad and they talked to me about whatever. we didn't have that, baby. How you feeling today? We didn't have that. I didn't. My mother might say, "You had a good day at school?" Yeah, but it wasn't that coddling, like, I care about every feeling. Not that they didn't, but it wasn't what we see today. And there's nothing wrong with the parent being like that. But I think some children grew up having, what might be considered harsh, and they feel like, well, I don't want to be like how my parents were, like you were saying. And so what they do is they overdo it. Like, it's okay to check in with your child and see how they're feeling, but sometimes you got to let them be able to be resilient a little bit with processing how their feelings are without always like at every turn. How you feeling? How you feeling? It can be too much depending. But you can have a little bit of it, but you don't want to have too much. And I think it's just an imbalance. Maybe some parents feel like their parents were too hard, and then now you got parents that are too soft, and it's just too much. It's just overboard.
Yeah. So thank y'all for the comments.
Yes,
if y'all want to
appreciate
come
it.
on, y'all want to come on live, follow the link at the bottom, and please, ma'am, sir, share this live. Yeah, y'all got some good comments this week. Y'all in the house that week.
We appreciate it so much.
What did he say? Oh, yeah. CEO. Hello, L. Lamar. What you out? Yeah, she whooped you out of love. Yeah, they say they whooped you out of love, but it didn't feel like no love.
My mama said that to me one time. I'm looking at her like, you don't feel like it.
My mama the type of whooper. She was the type of whooper. Every word was a lick.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Every time she said a word, it was a lick.
Of course.
So you had to learn, like, you better shut up and just take it. You had to shut up and take that whip, because if you say something, it's gonna be some more words, and they equal more licks.
Yep. Better say it. We all went through that.
Oh man! All right, y'all. We gonna get into our relationship question of the week. Okay, our relationship question of the week. I'm gonna say, hey y'all, can you put the link? Yeah, the link is. Yeah, we got the link. The link is scrolling at the bottom. The https://streamyard.com/42. It's a lot, but I gotta scroll it slow so you can catch up. So listen, let's get into the relationship question of the week, and it is what.
Do you think men and women can be good friends, like hang out and travel together, etc.?
Oh, y'all. What y'all think about this question right here? Relationship question of the week. Do y'all think men and women can be good friends, like hanging out and traveling together and stuff like that? What you think, Jen?
That's a loaded question. Well, okay, so I can say something. So I think if the woman and the man are like truly platonic friends, I don't think it's wrong, especially if, because are we basing this on if they are in relationships already? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Or just,
let's say
because if you're not in a relationship, people do that anyway.
Yeah. If you're in a relationship,
Okay,
if
gotcha.
you're married, you can be married. A lot of people say they got friends of the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? And
so got the perspective. So do I think men and women can be good friends? So I do think that if that person that the man or the woman is friends with, if it's truly platonic, I mean, there's nothing underneath the friendship, like just some extra feelings and stuff like that. It's a straight friendship, and that person that the relationship they're in with somebody, if they have met them, know them, trust them, then I don't see what's wrong if they sit, have bite to eat, chat, talk for a minute. But traveling together, I don't know about that. That's a little extra, because it takes time, it takes your money, and that's a different kind of time spent. So I don't know about the traveling together.
Money. Oh, you don't want him spending his money on nobody else.
I'm just saying that that's extra. I think you have to have boundaries. I think there has to be boundaries with anything. And I think traveling together, I think that's a whole nother level. I think you have to think about the fact that it's overnight. you're spending money and time, and that's something you're giving to somebody else that is of the opposite sex. And it's okay to spend time, like we go hang out, eat a little bit, maybe something like that. But I just think traveling that's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level.
So is it that's because they're the opposite sex?
Yeah.
Because
of course, that's
think,
a boundary. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you have to have boundaries somewhere, because if you don't, like, it's
so
like anything goes.
So since you ask a person who has a friend of the opposite sex, what's your boundaries for me and my friend? You know what I'm saying?
If somebody
should I say if I had a friend, I had a female friend, should I ask you what's your opinion on what you think my boundaries should be with my friend? Like,
for sure,
hanging out together,
hanging
out with friends together. Yeah. Can we go out like how much to spend? Like, can we go to are we going to Ruth Chris? Longhorn.
Let me just say this. If any man or woman is in a relationship, period, if they married, they got a good relationship, you still have to have boundaries as to how you deal with your friends that are of the opposite sex. Even if that person knows you're that person, it's still boundaries. I'm gonna give you this. My cousin loved this man to death, and this is my cousin, okay, my bestie, like my cousin, like my dog, okay. Me and him used to hang out all the time. He used to pay for my food and all this stuff. When this dude got married, that stopped. I'm his cousin. When we would go out, I'm paying for my own food. And it's not that he didn't have the money, but it's like, I got it. At that point, I'm like, and this is my cousin, and he's a male, and we're great friends.
So what you say? You knew another girl was gonna be out the.
I mean, it was just it's respect of boundaries.
Yeah, I get that.
I had no. It was like when we hung out after he met her, and I love her to death. She's sweet as pie. I was like, I get it. I ain't looking for you to pay for my food no more. I'm a woman. You was looking out for me, but you got a whole woman now. I pay for my own food, and I was good on that. So I just say you can have a friend, your person know about them, but traveling together overnight, nah, you gotta have some boundaries. I'm sorry, you have to.
That might be a bit too far, unless both of the significant others are with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That might be something cool.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But I just been one to think that is not a possible relationship, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You going to meet some dude somewhere to go have lunch or dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. That's my point. Like, we can all get together.
High school days and shit like
we can all get together and we can chat it up. This my person. We can all chat it up because we're one now. So you see me, you gonna see him. It ain't gonna be we chatting and drinking, and the next thing you know, you rubbing on my leg or you trying to lean over and kiss me because you done had too much to drink. I mean, people do. You got a
good man.
People do stuff.
You got a good man, baby.
People do stuff, and so
yeah. But if y'all friend, y'all ain't thinking like that. But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, even if it's platonic, you still have to have some type of boundary. You have to. You have to. That's just like you get up. Oh, babe, I'm finna go. I'm just saying, hypothetically with anybody. Oh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to Daytona with my best friend. He's a guy, but baby, I'm gonna hang out with my best friend for 2 days. Hell no. Excuse me, y'all. No.
Well, these days women,
no.
they call them. Well, they call them their homeboy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. When a woman, listen, fellas.
Homeboy got another side to it.
Listen, fellas. If you got a woman and she say, "I'm gonna go beat my homeboy," you better.
Homie, love a friend, y'all.
But it's just one man's opinion.
I'm just saying too. That's what be up underneath that.
Do y'all have an opinion about that? Do y'all? What's y'all thoughts on that, y'all? what's y'all thoughts on the relationship question of the week? Do you think a man and a woman can be good friend? Like, look, y'all grew up together. Like, we grew up in the same hood. We stayed next door to each other. We played in the yard. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had no attraction. We ain't never had no attraction to each other. We just friends. Our family cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I say, if it's like that, that's cool to go sit somewhere and have like a little small bite eat chat. But it needs to be it needs to be in a sense of like, really, why are we meeting up like this? Like, if it can't be collectively, or if it's not like in we're coupled up with the other person's person, I don't know. I just think you have to know that that's your friend. Period. They have to know the same. Like, it can't be nothing underneath that. It can't be no potential underneath that, because you asking for permission to just put cracks, in your relationship. That's just what I think.
Monica Willingham, what's up, Monica? What she say? It's called respect and boundaries.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Let's say
people be going through stuff. Let's say
let's say two people. Let's say two people got a friend. Let's say they're not even a couple. Okay. Let's say a guy and a girlfriend, but he meet a woman. They get involved.
Okay.
So she can't be a friend no more? Like,
it depends. If the woman or the man, depending on how that goes, if that person is secretive and they can't come around, they can't honestly come around, then no. Because if a woman has a guy friend and she know he got a little something for her, no way she gonna in wisdom have that man around her like that, because I feel like that would be disrespecting her man. Like, that would be disrespecting her husband, even if he done seen him from afar. Hey, how you doing, dude? You still giving permission for that person to be in their space like that. I just think it's tricky.
Rico Roberts, what's up, Rico? Rico say that depends on the man and the woman. I think it's possible, but it depends on the two individuals to make it work. I mean, you got to be there. I think there got to be some strong individuals.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
You do.
Here's the thing. It's not about it's not about the two people who are friends. It's about the person. And I get what Rico's saying. The two people got to be, you know what I'm saying, like, strong-headed. Like, it's not the two people who are friends that's going to be the issue. It's the spouse or the girlfriend or the boyfriend that you have to account for. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got another person involved, and they might not feel the way you feel about their friend thing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But this is where it needs to be balanced. Everybody should be able to do that. So if the woman does that, if she has a male friend like that, if we're gonna do this, that's how we doing it, then that's how you do it. Because it has to be like.
What you mean? That's how we do it.
Listen. You got to hear what I'm saying.
That's a code word.
No. It's not a code word. But you know how
how we do it.
No, you got to hear what I'm saying. So it's like this. We're people. We meet people. We know people from our past. We meet new people. The thing about it is, if you invite somebody into your space as a quote unquote friend that's of the opposite sex, then it needs to be. It has to be something to it that is right. And when I say right, meaning it cannot be anything underneath that. It cannot. Because if not, then if I have a problem, I'm going to go talk to my friend today. I'm going to go call him. I'm going to go after work. I'm going to sit and talk to him for a minute. And he talk to him. I got to get something off my chest. Well, as a woman in a relationship, I shouldn't be taking those things to that person. But it has to be understood what that relationship truly is at the core. It cannot be, we just, we cool. No, if it's something there, you're just opening up doorways. You just open the door. And it has to be, if it's supposedly a friend, they should be able to couple up with you and your person. They should be able to come around your person and even be friends with your person a little bit. That's just what I feel. This is what I feel.
Paula's going to say it depends on the context, lunch or dinner. it's fine, but traveling, but traveling, there's got to be a group on specific reason, like a class reunion event.
Yeah.
Or another mutual friend.
Exactly.
No solo trips.
Exactly. That's insane. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you meet up, like if you
it
meet
has
up
to
and
stop.
have dinner,
It has to stop. But let's say they was friends before you met. They used to go on trip, but now you're in a relationship. Now it has to stop. So the third person that involved is now in play. So now you got to change. You're not a friend no more. You're not that type of friend no more.
But that's the cost of being in a relationship. That's the cost, because you can have your friends, but you got to have boundaries. My man friend, if a woman got man friends, he shouldn't be calling her after a certain time. If he's calling her, especially again, if he knows, if the person that she's with knows him, and everybody kind of we good, then it shouldn't be a phone call after a certain time, because then you're like, what is this about? Like, why are you calling? Like, you're supposed to have another space to go to, not somebody else's person. I just think you got to have boundaries. I feel like it can be okay, but it has to be truly platonic, and you have to set some type of standard with how you move with that person. You have to, because you always have to look at what if it was you. That's how you can make a sense of, like, should I be this way in a relationship? Because would I want my guy or my girl sitting somewhere chatting it up with somebody having drinks, or you know what I'm saying? Like, because don't have a bad day. Don't have a bad day. Hey, what's up? Don't have a bad day. No, I'm just telling you what I think.
No, I'm not trying to debunk what you saying. I'm just saying I have seen some cases where a guy have a female friend, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And
it can be done.
But another issue with that is men are secretive. Men don't like other men knowing their business.
Okay.
And if a woman say a man her friend, I mean you telling him what we doing, what we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, okay.
You telling them stuff.
Saying women are different.
Yeah, I know you got some friends that you got some girlfriend and you tell them stuff with me and you go through.
No, I don't.
I mean,
no. So let me clarify that.
I don't think
let me clarify that. This is how I move.
Not personal things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm talking about like things that me and you should know.
So okay.
Only me and you know. You got every girl got a girlfriend that they tell stuff to.
Okay. True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. So you're saying men have a tendency to be more closed off.
Yeah, men don't close. Men don't like other. Men don't. A man would want your man friend knowing what we going through.
So let me ask you this: if men move that way, what are they? So what is the? So where do they take what they think to a female friend?
No,
I'm asking because you're saying y'all are closed off, meaning men are closed off. Y'all don't like to talk to each other.
But I think if a man had a female friend, he'll take his stuff to a female friend.
But okay. So let me tell you the danger of that.
No, what I'm trying to say, that's what make a man and a woman friendship toxic. Because that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Because now, okay, right. Because
men don't talk. Men don't talk. A man don't tell his secrets. A man not secrets, but a man are less likely to tell personal stuff. Now you put me out. I'm gonna tell her some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're right though. You're absolutely right. Men will go to a woman to tell her stuff. I know this. They will.
Rico's talking about Jenny's on point.
I mean, like it's a. I'll give you this example, and this is probably the best example from experience I can give. So when I was, married before, I had a childhood friend that grew up 2 houses from me. When I tell you, friend only, nothing, never, nothing, just straight friend. He was in the military. He had a wife. Met her, super nice lady. He met my husband at that time. And whenever he was in town, he would call. My ex-husband would be like, so-and-so's on the phone. And we would meet up just to talk, catch up on the family, because his mama was friends with my mama, all that stuff. It was nothing more than that. It was just catching up. It wasn't no nothing. Like when I tell you it was nothing. But he was a good friend of the family. So and that probably happened like maybe once every 2 years or something like that, maybe once a year. But that's why I say if it depends on what it is. And actually, if my ex-husband could have been able to meet up with the three of us, it could have been the three of us, but he would be like, yeah, y'all go sit and talk. No, he wasn't gay. But this man had a wife.
He didn't like you at all. He didn't like no.
Okay. Let me go back in time. Let me go back in time. Let me go way back in time. I'm not gonna
tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I will.
So help you God.
I will. Now, growing up in the neighborhood with a bunch of boys, yeah, all the boys tried. All of them. Tried all of us. All of the girls.
Now, stop.
But that's childhood play.
That don't sit like childhood play.
Yes, it was.
Childhood play. Childhood play.
No.
Childhood play turned into grown folk.
No. I am not stupid. I know if a man would like me and I would feel it.
Let me tell you
something. He was not in that space.
Let me tell you something about a man.
He wasn't in that space.
Let me give y'all some game. Let me give y'all ladies the game.
Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna give y'all ladies the game. I know y'all fellas gonna be mad. I'm gonna give the ladies a little game. I'm gonna tell y'all ladies something. We'll lay on y'all for 10 years if we have to. Yeah, I know. We'll wait on y'all for 10 years. We'll wait on y'all for 10 years. And soon we find that little crack, we in there. We in.
There are exceptions, but I believe you.
No, I'm telling you.
I believe you. I believe you.
And this is why men don't like it. Because men know what men will do.
Let me say this.
If given the chance.
Because I'm defending my story. I'm defending it.
You tell your story.
No, listen, seriously. No,
Go
y'all,
ahead.
everybody, this is serious.
Go ahead.
You're right. You are so right about everything you just said. Because somebody else said that, and it was, so I get you.
So one more question before you get going. Before you get going. Did you reveal to your husband at the time that guy once had a crush on you?
He never had a crush on me. I
You
never
just said he was trying to get it.
No, I did not. You didn't hear what I
Go
said.
Go ahead then.
I never used the word crush.
You know, one thing about this thing show, we recording, so I can go back and listen to it.
You can. He never had a crush on me, not that I know of. But as a grown woman, I am not stupid. I have senses, and I could feel that it wasn't none of that. It was just, his mom, my mom were good friends. We all grew up together. He was friends with another boy in the neighborhood that I actually did like, that I did talk to. He was just a straight friend. I mean, I knew that from my heart.
I agree. A man will be your friend. He'll be your friend.
There was nothing there. That's what I'm trying to say. And I knew that. I knew that there was nothing there. I knew his brother. We were all, my sisters, like everybody, we were just neighborhood friends. And I knew in my heart. So that's where my piece comes in about how that went. And it was total respect. I mean, my ex-husband had nothing to fear, nothing to feel. We all could have sat down and had lunch together, but he would just be like, y'all good, because he was busy anyway. But it was like once a year, if that much. And I knew his wife. I kept in touch with his mom. It was nothing. Like, I promise you, it was nothing. But but it didn't even last for years, because he just, he had a family and I had a family, and it was just how the kids doing stuff like that. Sometimes people really have true, honest relationships that have nothing to do with, I secretly like you. It's exceptions to everything. So that's why I can understand it. And that's why I say it has to be boundaries. It has to be true. It has to be honest, and it has to be open. It can't be all that sneaky stuff. Because that sneaky stuff is where all it takes is one day you're mad at somebody that you with, and you calling up that friend. Oh, we just friends. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you gotta have.
Do what he gonna do. Oh, it's okay.
Oh my gosh, you too much.
No, he gonna be like this. He gonna be like this. and there it goes. And there it goes. And there it goes. He gonna see. I just gave you the
never happened. That hell would have froze over. That I promise you would have never happened with this this dude. Yeah, I promise you, right. Never.
All right. And those are the type of women men prey on.
Nah.
I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm kidding, but I'm
my
being
mama would have
honest.
turned over in her grave.
I'm kidding, but I'm being honest, y'all. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Exceptions to everything in life. And I can say that's the only reason why I brought up this story. Only reason. I have so much confidence that was exactly what it was.
It just, I mean, if your mate was good with it, you're good. And that's what I'm saying. As long as your mate cool with it, then it should be cool.
But this the thing, it wasn't nothing really regular. I can probably count on one hand the number of times that and it was just to catch up. Wow, how's your mom doing? How's your dad? How's the kids doing? How's your sisters doing? And I mean, just it's good to see you to married. You're in the military. You're doing good. It's nothing. It was nothing. And that's the confidence that I have. It wasn't all the time. We didn't never talk on the phone. It was just like, yo, I'm in town. And I'm like, oh my gosh, hey, I'll call my sister so-and-so in town. Or his brother in town too. I mean, it was nothing. I promise it was nothing.
I mean, it was nothing. Oh, me no problem.
No, I'm saying it for the listeners that it's possible.
You want
for
them
exception.
You know what I'm saying? You don't owe them no.
It's not about proving anything to people. It's about sharing the reality of an exception. But back to the question, I think you got to have boundaries. You got to know yourself and the person, and you got to know your person, and you got to say, like, really, what is this about?
That's what
you got to ask yourself that. What is this about?
Yeah.
If I'm your friend, and I'm just saying hypothetically, like in general with people, if a man and a woman are together and they have a relationship that's tight, married, whatever, if that's your friend, so you shouldn't be leaning in on that person outside of catching up. Hey, how's it going? How's the kids? Or how's your parents? How's life treating you? You know, it's good to see you doing good, you know, whatever. Something going on. Hey, how can I be, you know, helpful, prayer for me and my partner, person, we're here, whatever. You have to have a sense of how to move in it. Like, because it comes with preferring your person over everybody else. You forsake everybody else. You get people have to have a certain place. It's not that you forget people. Everybody just has a certain place. So and you have to do it respectfully. You don't just discard people. You don't just say forget you. But some things have to be scaled down. Like I say with my cousin, mad respect for him. Love his wife. She's beautiful. And I got it. I was like, okay, cuz I know you ain't gonna pay for my food no more. And I had to step back. I mean, he don't need to be spending money on me. Sure, he was waiting for me to get somewhere.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was like, you know, me and him, we used to hang together. It was like, man, we gotta find our person. He found his first. And you know, and we still cool.
Okay. Well, we gonna double date with
and you know my cousin. You know my cousin.
Yeah.
You know him. He actually texted me yesterday saying, when we all gonna go out. He said, when me, you, him, and his wife will go out. He just texted me.
Listen. I guess he's your cousin.
Shut up. No.
You know they play that cousin trick. Nah. Women say my homeboy.
Nah. Nah. You know that's my cousin. Shut your mouth.
Oh,
blood
man.
cousin all the way. But this is the thing. But when I say that, I bring him up too because it's still it's the opposite sex thing. Sometimes even in family, you can be fond of your cousin. You can really care about them and look out for them, but you still, you know, being a man, you know, having female cousins or family and stuff like that, and vice versa. You know, you look out for them and stuff. You know, you're like, okay, but then at some point you step back. You can't, because it's still a woman at the end of the day. It's still another man at the end of the day. Don't matter that you're related. You still got to step back just a little bit. You can't do all the stuff that you used to do.
All right, peace, sister.
Just a little bit.
Right,
it's just respect. That's all.
All right, then. All right, y'all. Well, you ready? We gonna roll off into your quote of the week then, since you hot. You ready for the quote of the week?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get ready for Jenny's quote of the week.
From the heart of the people, let the spirit flow. Higher motivation everywhere we go. Jenny's got the word, keeping faith inside. A little bit of heaven to make your week right. Let the cup run over, Let the truth speak. It's time for overflow. And Jenny's quote of the week.
All right, y'all. Jenny's quote of the week. And Jenny's quote of the week is, you want me to read it? Or you want to read
Sure,
it?
you can read it.
Jenny's quote of the week is, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that sometimes that something else is more important than, should it be then or than? Okay, I messed that up. Than fear.
I told you let me edit it, but you want to do it yourself.
Okay.
And so this is not a quote that I came up with. Occasionally I will have my own, but this is a quote from someone else. So courage is an amazing thing. And in order to have courage, fear has to be present. So it's not that we won't ever be afraid in life, because that's where courage is born from. It's just doing things, knowing that it's so important that you have to rise above that fear, using courage to go for it, whatever it is. It could be confronting somebody. It could be something that you really want to do and you're concerned about it, how I might fail, or you may be worried about what people may think, or worried about if you can do it or not. The courage just means that you need it to do that thing that could overtake you if you don't do it. Because fear is debilitating. So courage is always present when there's fear. So just because you see somebody courageous does not mean they haven't had fear or they're not afraid. Courage is only present because the fear is there. And the courage is overtaking that part of you that feels like, I can't do it. Or I'm worried about what somebody may think. No, the courage is necessary. So when you're afraid in life, have courage, because you don't know what you could do if you don't use that part of that God gives us to be able to conquer anything that you're afraid of. And so that's the quote of the week.
Jenny's quote of the week. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Jenny's quote of the week.
Yes, run with it. Run with it. Some of us have to do that every day.
All right, it was a good show, man. It was a good show, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It was a good show. What you think about the show?
It was.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Well, I had other things I wanted to talk about, but I think
like
we
what?
got
What you had
cut.
what
I don't
thing you had
know.
to
So
talk-
it was some stuff that had to do with the war.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I wanted to give Trump a break today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
wanted
really
go
did want to give the
personal
Trump talk a break today. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I get enough of the Trump talk a day. I get enough of it. When I pull up at the gas pump, I think of Trump. When I go to the grocery store, I think of Trump. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Every time, everything you do, you think of Trump now. You know, because everything is like it's like the country falling apart.
Yeah. Well, I
You
didn't
know
want
what
to
I'm
talk
saying?
about him as much. I wanted to talk about some parts of like what's going on that's affecting us, where we see this thing going. But that's something for another time, because I think we're gonna be in this for a while.
We're gonna be in this for a while.
Yes,
For probably
unfortunately.
for how many more years? Like 2.5 more years of Trump.
and we don't even know how that's gonna go.
If they, because the Democrats, if Democrats get the majority, they ain't gonna impeach them, man. The Democrats ain't got no balls, man. That's the only thing I don't like about the Democrats. They ain't gonna do what the Republican doing.
Right.
They're gonna try to do right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be saying they shouldn't do right, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's good for the goose, it gotta be good for the gander. That's all I'm saying. But listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Listen, y'all, if y'all got something y'all want us to promote, y'all ain't gotta come on. Y'all just send it to us and we'll promote it on the show. Y'all sell cupcakes or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta send us one now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let us taste it or something. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding. But listen, but if y'all want us to advertise, y'all, man, just let us know, man. This is the Everyday People Show. This show is for y'all. We just talk on it. And we would love to have y'all come up live and talk, man. This is what we created it for, man. For the community to come together and just discuss stuff without, you know what I'm saying, discuss stuff amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to blow up, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And we all going to help. But listen, we appreciate y'all for coming. Give y'all a hand, man.
Yes. Appreciate it. Every comment. We appreciate everything.
Yeah, we appreciate
presence,
everything, y'all. We
yeah.
really do appreciate it. We got some last comment, Alicia Cruz. Oh, she saw the sombrero you had on.
Oh, thank you.
She saw the sombrero you had on.
Thank you.
But anyway, y'all, once again, we appreciate y'all. And we love y'all. And guess what?
There's nothing y'all can do about it.
There's nothing y'all can do about it. Peace.